Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is a Montezar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with part 2 of Tom Petty, I Won't Back Down, the Spirit of Esau. So in part 1, I basically shared with you that I had heard a song that I had never heard before called I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty. It came on the radio as we were Salakia driving to the work site. And I laughed and I could hear the spirit of Esau all over the song. All right. And the guy in the car with me, he says, "Oh, you never heard this before?" No. Every white man in America knows this song. And that was proof positive, confirmation that I was going to do a lesson. Okay. So in part 1 of the lesson, I went and showed you, okay, some of the things that the Bible says about Esau, Edom, because you have to know him by the characteristics and the clues that the Lord puts in the Bible. All right. Now, one of the things is Esau, Edom, all right, is known as or he's being symbolized as the eagle. Okay. And here you have the proof of it. Here in America, top left, you have the eagle. And in one talon, you have an olive branch, and in the other branch, or the other talon, you have what? Arrows for war. Doesn't that sound just like Esau, Edom? He extends the olive branch with one hand, but he's got a whole bunch of arrows in the other hand. There's scriptures about that. Okay, his words were smooth, as butter or as oil, but war was in his heart. All right, you got the British, you have the Spanish, you have Germany, you have French, you have the Roman, and you also have here the Greek. Okay, this is Tom Petty right here. Okay, and guess what? This is his people. This is Tom Petty's people. Okay, Edom means red in Hebrew, and was given to Esau, the elder son of the Hebrew patriarch Isaac, once he ate the red pottage, which the Bible used in irony as the fact he was born red all over. Okay? Esau Edom is also known in the Revelation as the red dragon. And so in this lesson, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the spirit of Esau. All right. So in part 1, we started off with 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And we talked about how the wicked is being revealed and the Lord shall consume, all right, him with the spirit of his mouth. And the spirit of his mouth is his prophets. All right. So Esau's being consumed. He's being laid bare. Okay. The Lord is lifting up the skirt, and that man of sin is being revealed. Okay. And as I said in the first part, who would, who wouldn't want to hide themselves and hide their identity, okay, when you're the people, all right, that the Lord has indignation forever, and he's going to make a full end of you? Why wouldn't you? All right. Well, hey, you're the wickedest, the most profane, the basest of men. The Bible calls them the grape gatherers that won't leave no grapes. So if you're familiar with Israel's law, their welfare system was that whenever you gleaned your crops, you always left the corners for the poor. Okay? Esau don't have the type of spirit, right? He gonna leave anything for anybody. That's why he goes throughout the earth, right? He finds your resources. He finds out what your resources are. He's gonna take them. All right. He's gonna use all type of uh, ploys to get your resources. That's what he does. All right. So we went through Jeremiah 49:10 and verses 15 through 17, Malachi 1 through 4, and we also looked at Obadiah. So now let's let's look at the spirit, Salakia, that's on this man. Because after we were led out of Egypt, okay, after the Israelites were led out of Egypt, all right, by Moses, all right, and the Lord did all kind of wonders in Egypt. Okay, the Lord said he lifted up Pharaoh so that he could show his power through him. Okay, um, Egypt was the power seat of the world at that time. All right, with the greatest army and all the resources and everything. All right, and it was made super strong because of Joseph. All right, remember the Israelites got in there in Egypt because they came because of the famine, and Joseph made Egypt the greatest kingdom at that time on the earth, the most powerful, right? So here you have the Lord with the plagues, all right, and then eventually he opened up the Red Sea, and then he drowned Pharaoh and his army. The whole world knew about this. Even though there was no internet, there was no newspapers, no blogs, no TikTok, no Instagram, none of that. The whole entire world knew, all right, the known world, they knew about what happened in Egypt, okay? And that the Lord was with the Israelites. So now, even after all of this, you still had Esau, Edom, would not let us pass through their land. And they came out ready to fight. Okay? So that's what we're about to look at right now. And then we're going to go into Revelation as well. All right. And see who is this red dragon that made war with the saints. All right. So let's go to Joshua 2:9. All right. So this is Joshua 2:9. It says, and she said unto the men, this is Rahab, the harlot. She said unto the men, these men are spies that Joshua sent out. She said unto the men, I know that Yahweh hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. For we have heard how Yahweh dried up the water of the Red Sea for you, when ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the two kings of the Amorites that were on the other side, Jordan, Sihon, and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For Yahweh your power, he is the most high in heaven above and in earth beneath. Wow. You see that? Okay. This is a heathen saying Yahweh is the power, the most high. Right? And she said the terror filled them, and every man heart, it says every man heart did melt. Now, you go over here. Let's go to Numbers 20 and 17. Numbers 20 and 17. All right, so here's Moses trying to get past. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left. Salaki, until we have passed thy borders. And Edom saith unto him, Thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. You see that? That's the spirit of Esau, Edom. Okay? And that's the same spirit that's going to be working in the latter days. Okay? Let's go to Malachi 4 and 3. Malachi 4 and 3. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh of hosts. Okay? Esau Edom is going to be. No, hold on, let me go up. I'm sorry, I should have started up. It's Malachi 4:1. I wrote on my notes 4:3. It's 1 through 3. Salaki. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and he shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, said Yahweh of hosts. So yeah, you're gonna have an identity crisis when you're hearing all these scriptures, and you know that you're the person that's gonna be treaded down. So yes, you're going to deny, and you're not going to want to ever admit who you are. Let's go to Second Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. What is this saying? Esau is the one who's going to be in power at the end of the world. Okay? And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. It's simple as that. Okay? They can deny it if they want to. Now let's go to Revelation. Go ahead and get ready to close this out. 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahushua, Hamashiach. Okay? All right. So this is the book of Revelation, and it's talking in prophecy about what's going to happen. So the dragon, right, is Esau Edom. Okay? The dragon is the beast, okay, that's known in Revelation. All right, it's the beast. It's the red dragon. And what is it? It's these kingdoms, okay, the kingdoms of Esau, Edom, Greece and Rome, France, and Germany, and Spain, and Britain. That's what the dragon is. Okay, let's look what I got for. Let's see what I got for notes here. This is Second Ezra 16:70 through 73. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay? Which is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. You see that? Who's who's gonna have power? Who's gonna have power to do that? Okay? In these coming days, okay, let's just say, let's just hypothetically speed this up. Who's in power right now? Okay? What's gonna change? What's gonna change in the next 5 to 10 years as far as the power seat in the earth right now? Does not Esau Edom rule this whole entire earth through NATO? Yes? No? So if everything stays the same, who is going to be in power as these saints, the men of the Lord, are going to be persecuted by the dragon? Okay, see that? I was just, hey, Apostle Ramla, think about it. All right, let's go to Revelation 13:7. Revelation 13:7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Right? So who's making war with the saints? The dragon. What's the dragon? What's the dragon? We just said what the dragon was. It's the Edomite power structure. But look what it says. If any man, verse 9, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right? So the saints of the Lord are patiently waiting to put them into chains. All right? And who killed them with the sword? We're gonna kill them with the sword. That's what's gonna happen. Okay? Now everything is gonna happen just like the Lord said it was gonna happen. All right? Let's go to Revelation 19:19 in closing. Okay. Revelation Revelation here in 17, it talks about the beast being the kingdoms. Okay. Being those kingdoms. All right. Revelation 19:19. Is it 19:19? Yes. 19:19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. Okay? Now, right here, make war. They're talking about Esau, Edom, fighting with Yahushua. Okay? So that's what Esau, Edom is planning on fighting Yahushua. That's the kind of spirit that's going to be on him. Make war. Make war. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Let me go back. All right. Here we go. Salakia, I should have just started up. This is Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. Who is that? Yahushua. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And his name is called the Word of the Most High. Let me see what I got for a note for him. John 1:1. Okay. All right. In the beginning was the Word was with God. The Word was God. All right. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treaded the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of almighty power. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Okay? So this is Yahushua. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power. He told the birds, get ready, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sat on them, and on the flesh and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies, okay? The armies of the beast gathered together to make war against him that sat on a horse and against his army. All right? The same way Esau, Edom, wouldn't let us pass, even though he knew that the Lord delivered us out of the hand of Pharaoh and his armies, even though by supernatural powers, by plagues, okay, and by opening up the Red Sea and drowning them, they were still abstinent and they was ready to fight. I won't back down, Tom Petty, the spirit of Esau. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.